A political researcher joining us. And Kartikeya, a big talking point right now is also about the exit polls and how wrong they went, and and what was being projected, what the reality has turned out today. Lots of questions being raised about it, and of course the Congress has made all sorts of allegations about these political pundits.
Yeah, so I hope you're not counting me as one of them.
Well, you have.
Well, we all are. We all are, Kartikeya. We all are.
Not the political pundits per se, but the researchers, the data analysts.
When there is a blowback, we're all one. We have to take it. You can't, keep one over the other. But I do know that there were some individuals who did make strong predictions. But what's the sense? What's the big takeaway?
It's been an intense day. I was just talking on a lighter note, but you're absolutely right that certain states were called wrong. And Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, I think, would be the top outliers in that sense. So I think in Uttar Pradesh, Veera, I think it's fairly interesting to see. I think the polls that got it wrong, including I am affiliated with C Voter in a small capacity. So I think one of the big differences was that we polled the BSP at roughly 14%, but the BSP's vote share has plummeted to less than 10%. And it seems that the India Alliance has been able to corner a large part of that vote, which is why you see the gains that they've clocked. But I mean, I think this is a great performance with Samajwadi Party and the Congress Alliance. And for the Congress to get 7 to 8 seats in UP is nothing less than a dream. West Bengal, I think I was at least very skeptical in the sense that what happens when people talk to you in the polls and what happens when they go and cast their vote are two different things. So I'm not surprised by the, because even the assembly polls, people got it wrong. Pollsters got it wrong in West Bengal. I think where they got it right is Odisha, where the BJP has swept. Where they got it right is Andhra, where the NDA has swept. Where they got it right is other parts of South India. Telangana, BJP, Congress emerging as the two strong parties, and BRS is decimated. Rajasthan, Haryana.
When you're giving me the national picture, at 241, the BJP, mile and a half ahead of the Congress as the single largest party. The Congress under 100. In 2004, it was at 145 odd. So, is it clear now that the Congress has to play the role of a strong opposition with those extra MPs, and the BJP will form the government as the NDA?
Veera, for me, the battle was always about two numbers. Can the BJP cross 272 and will the Congress get 100 seats or not? So for me, two numbers were at test. 272 for the BJP and 100 or 90 for the Congress. It seems the Congress has crossed that. I don't think the India Alliance was fighting to. I didn't think they thought they'd form the government.
You're right.
I'm sure they were also fighting with the objective of denying the BJP a brute majority on their own, which they seem to have done.
And
now, Gargi, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that end of the day, what we do want is a healthy democracy, and a strong, opposition is definitely a part of that. It's going to be interesting going forward, seeing a coalition government being run, centered around the BJP, Prime Minister Modi running a coalition government.
And we don't know anything about it, Gargi, because neither in Gujarat nor in Delhi has either Mr. Modi or Mr. Amit Shah run a coalition government. These are uncharted territories. So I think we need to see what's going to happen. The other thing we need to understand is what's going to happen internally within the BJP, because not everybody was happy with the current dispensation. And what happens in states like Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP has lost seats? Do they change the chief minister, or does the chief minister say that it's I who gave you these seats, otherwise you would have probably been even worse? We've already seen change of guards in other states like Haryana. What happens in Maharashtra, Gargi? That's a big question. I think you were alluding to it. That do the two factions of Shiv Sena now come back? What happens to the NCP? What happens in the assembly elections? But I think the biggest takeaway is the Congress should take heart that finally, once again, after a long time, in a national election, it has become competitive against the BJP in the Hindi heartland. Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh will give, and to some extent Jharkhand, will give the Congress a lot of heart going into a lot of these assembly polls that are up.
That's right. This is a big election here with a lot of state elections.
One final point, and I'll put this to both Geeta and you. Is it then the lessons that the allies have been able to really bolster the numbers, whereas to really unseat the BJP, the Congress needs to have those one or two states where it can defeat the BJP fair and square and sweep them out? It needs those one or two big states where it's a direct BJP Congress fight, whether it is a Madhya Pradesh, whether it is a Gujarat, whether it is a Rajasthan, or whether it is a UP, where they can sweep them out. That's the only way their numbers are going to come back to where it was in 2004.
Kartikeya.
Absolutely, Veera, and there's no doubt about that. Now, imagine the kind of sweeps you see in Madhya Pradesh. By the way, may I say, Gargi Veera, an outlier seat that I think will go under the radar but should be given a lot of credit is Congress winning a seat in Gujarat after 10 years. Yeniben Thakur winning Banaskantha
seat.
That was the only seat in Gujarat that saw an uptick in turnout, which meant that was the only seat probably where even the voters thought there was some competition, and the Congress has won that seat. So I think that is one. But you're absolutely spot on. If you go to 2009, Veera,
I just butt in there and say that Banaskantha, possibly the Rajasthan effect there, given that it's the arid top district.
No, but Veera, but that is that region of Rajasthan is the tribal dairy OBC region where the Congress has been traditionally strong. Even in 2022, when it was routed in Gujarat, in that region it got whatever it did.
Both parties have symbolic victories, Geeta. Right. BJP has one in Kerala. Trishur is the one seat.
Yes.
It seems like Thiruvananthapuram was a close fight, but not happening.
But Veera, to answer your question, in 2009, when the Congress did well, they did very well in Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, Uttarakhand. So I think to your point that you need at least 2 to 3 Hindi heartland states going your way. And if in this election, the Congress had picked up 5 odd seats each in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, then probably the BJP would have come down even more. So yes, the resurrection of the Congress in the Hindi heartland states is a necessity for them.
Madhya Pradesh lost that one
to be able to form government.
But yes, Uttar Pradesh Congress has done well. But even if you look at Uttarakhand, I think all 6 are going to BJP. Right,
Fine.
Same as Madhya Pradesh.
The Himalayan states.
Yeah, Himalayan state and even Madhya Pradesh.
But let's talk
also.
Kerala, in that sense that one seat that the BJP has, Tamil Nadu doesn't seem to have worked out.
Right.
But Kerala, that one seat, Suresh Gopi winning it. Remember, there was a Christian-Hindu consolidation there that the RSS was working on.
Absolutely.
It seems to have worked.
It has, and so it has opened the doors for BJP. And these are in the southern states also. Veera, if you look at the vote share, whether it is in Karnataka, even Karnataka also, although the number of seats are down, but vote share still for BJP is the largest.
Look at that Kerala map, split between 2 sides of blue, North and South Kerala, with Central Kerala held by the BJP and the CP.
If you understand Kerala, you know that.
And even if you look at Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, Andhra Pradesh also, they are in Tamil Nadu also, 17% vote share they have got. Right, so it is up quite a lot.
17%. Annamalai had said in the interview as well, 18% was a mark they looked at. The PMK has galvanized itself and built this up. You needed a significant vote share, and remember that 17% that you're talking about is concentrated, so it might have an impact. I think in hindsight also, Geeta, is that this catchment area, I will alienate the AIADMK completely, doesn't work. Had there been a potential alliance with the AIADMK, I don't know how it would have.
But you see, it takes time. If you look at, in terms of Telangana also, they have doubled their seats there.
Yeah, that's true. Telangana was a state
Odisha, nobody would have
but
ever
that's because the BRS collapse comes to the
Odisha has its own story.
It's
but
always at
you're
someone's
talking
cost.
about the lessons for the Congress, and hopefully that will be taken. But the BJP, one has to say, even if they don't get those votes, they still the next day you'll see top leaders still going to those states, politicking, or holding meetings, holding rallies, etc. They really give it all, and even in Tamil Nadu, I have to say it's for the long haul. They're trying to build up that support.
Gargi, ultimately, for the long haul, you also need seats. They were hoping, yes, the NDA winning 1 seat in Dharmapuri, which is Soumya Ramdas, Anbumani Ramdas's wife, and the day after elections onwards, local analysts and everybody started predicting that this was the 1 seat. The other one that they were looking at was the Tirunelveli seat, where Nayanar Nagendran, an erstwhile AIADMK leader, was contesting. The DMK was supremely confident that it was going to hold out.
They're a formidable alliance.
It shows that when you build 3 fronts, like if you had a splintered opposition across India, the BJP benefits. That same way in Tamil Nadu, when you have a splintered opposition between the AIADMK and the NDA, it benefits the DMK to hold on to its, bastion there.
It's Kartikeya.
No, nothing to add. Veera is absolutely spot on. That I think the BJP's strategy, Veera and Gargi, over the years to reach into new states has usually been find an ally and make sure that you poach it, or in a way make sure that you appropriate it over time, which is something you will now see in Odisha. It is happening in Bihar.
That's right.
You will now see it in Odisha as well. And I won't be surprised over time in Punjab also they do something similar.
Okay.